Hi Aries, welcome to your week ahead reading. Just checking my mic. I've just already had one disaster this morning. Well, it's not a disaster, but you'll notice it's a little bit darker today. Had to go a little bit au naturel because my ring light has just blown. Oh, great. Never mind anyway. So let's start your reading. This is for week commencing the 4th of August, and I hope you've had a fabulous week. Though this is the Tarot of the Heart, Heart Tarot by Psychic Tarot for the Heart, I should say. Let's start off. Oh, we've got two out straight away. Lovely. We've got, well, they are a tarot, but I like to use them as an energy card to start the reading also. So we've got Nurture, which is very Empress energy. Love that for you. And then we've got, this is the Lovers card. Ooh, so there's, straight away, it makes me feel that Aries this week coming, you're going to be maybe the center of attention within a relationship, a friendship. Nurture is also, with that Empress energy, is about being feeling very attractive. You know, you've done some hard work probably. Maybe you're, I don't know, set a new health style and it's paying off. But there's something that's really very loving, very confident in a relationship also, and friendships this week. Love that for you. Anyway, let's see what the tarot says, and we're doing our usual because I have so many sets, but I still stick to the same old. I don't know, I just love the combination of the Ryder, Waite and this light Seers. Anyway, let's get on with it. Dear Spirit Guides and Angels, please join me in this reading for Aries and make it helpful, hopeful and healing. Hopefully it's not too dark for you. I'm literally going to have to get one ordered straight away. So focus, 7 of Pentacles. Yes, focus, Shelley. 7 of Pentacles, love that. Opportunity, please, and thank you for Aries. You keep poking out. 10 of Wands. Challenge, please, and thank you for Aries. We have the Queen of Wands. Okay. Ah, interesting that the Queen of Wands is your challenge. All right, let's see. I would have thought that was your opportunity. Let's have a look. What's bubbling under the surface for Aries, please and thank you? We have the 9 of Swords and advice and outcome. No. Advice and outcome. Please and thank you for Aries. 3 of Wands. Okay, so 7 of Pentacles is very, Pentacles are material resources, finances, time and energy even. I always say put a caveat to the Pentacles and say whatever's your coinage at the time, what's more valuable to you at the moment. Now the 7 of Pentacles, you can see he has these Pentacles here, this money, this time, these investments, and they've grown roots, and it's something that's gone on for a very long time. And what he's doing there is he's thinking, shall I continue to do this? Shall I continue to invest my time and energy into this project, into this relationship, or whatever it is, or do I go and plant seeds elsewhere? Maybe there's something also for some of you that you're looking at retirement, or you're looking at the savings that you've got perhaps, and can you delve into them in order to, you know, flourish a relationship? Treat yourself to a holiday maybe, just to get back on track. Now the 10 of Wands is your opportunity, and this is, it's like the end of a burdensome time. And I feel like, you know, there is more focus on friendships and relationships next week as opposed to work. And this kind of tells me it too. It's like saying offload something, you know, just give yourself a bit of a break. Queen of Wands is your challenge. And I just think this is because you are constantly at it, Aries. You're full of beans. You're always on the go. And it is not going to come natural to you to chill out. 9 of Swords is what's bubbling under the surface. Now, what's keeping you up at night? This is what the card says to me. There's something that you're still not addressing, perhaps, that maybe you need to start addressing next week. Again, it could be relationships, friendships. You know, has your work commitments or other commitments taken you away from those, you know, what you would normally do? You know, for instance, I know the tarot here, as much as I love it, I do kind of like, there is a bit of a balance to be had between how much time you spend doing stuff you love and still maintaining a relationship and on a good, healthy level. And then you've got the 3 of Wands as your advice and outcome. Now, the 3 of Wands is can be going abroad. So again, for some of you, it's like get a holiday booked, get something to look forward to. Even if you're not going next week, do something about it, because this is about broadening your horizons, getting involving, I think, some other people with you, because I'm very drawn to the three of wands there. With the three, it's like, yeah, I don't know, maybe get out there a bit more, get your friendships going again, your circles. There's a definite, not too much work and not enough play. What do they say? If you work hard, make sure you play hard. There needs to be that balance. Excuse me. So let's have a look and see what the good old Radiant White Tarot has to say. Seven of Pentacles, why are you here? Oh, we have the Tower. So the Tower is the card of something that's coming along that you're not expecting. Let's put it that way. But the focus is as a focus, it's saying there needs to be big change with something. And again, with that Seven of Pentacles, it is time to reconsider even, look at your finances. Maybe for some of you, you are financial investors and it's time to make big changes regarding your finances. But whatever it is, it's a reassessing time for you. Now, the Ten of Wands, and what I want to say to that is also, I do feel like, Aries, you've been and ahhing over something perhaps. And what the universe tends to do is they'll say, well, if you can't make your mind up, we'll make it up for you. And that's when the Tower moment comes in. Now, the Ten of Wands is clarified by the Queen of Pentacles, but she's in reverse. Okay. So the Queen of Pentacles, I'm not sure they are around the right way. The Queen of Pentacles upright is being very resourceful, making sure everybody's got enough, making sure that everybody's, she's very sure. She's very Empress energy actually too, because she sits in abundance and she knows there's enough to go around. In reverse, she can be quite tight with her money. I think there's an opportunity. It's like maybe that's what you've got to chill out a little bit more about the finances. It's like, well, maybe you are the Queen of Pentacles in reverse at the moment, and there's an opportunity for you to be like, well, there's no point earning all this money and not spending it. And there's a big worry about finances there, and it's a big sign here, a sign. The big message here is to say just chill out next week, Aries. Maybe some of you are dealing with somebody who's quite tight, and they're like, well, we can't afford that, they're very bit of a worry gutter around the finances. And I think your influence, if that is not you, I think it's somebody else, your influence would be with this Ten of Wands to say, well, look, we need to sort this out. We need to have a bit more fun. And that's what the Queen of Wands is all about. But that's a challenge to you. Now, the Queen of Wands, oh my gosh, she's party central. Ten of Swords is also your challenge. Okay. Now, the Ten of Swords is often the card of feeling stabbed in the back. And somebody said something and you're maybe harboring a grudge about. Now, this Queen of Wands as a challenge can be somebody who's quite narcissistic as well. They love the attention. I don't know if there's something around that next week. It can be a manager that you're dealing with at work who is quite demanding of you, takes all the credit from you. And I just feel like if that's the case, then that's what you need to reconsider. And with this Ten of Swords, you're exhausted with this mental anguish that this Queen of Wands is giving you. But the Ten of Swords is also attributed to the message of saying, you'll look back and you'll think, well, that was a blessing in disguise. I don't feel this Queen of Wands is you, even though you are the Queen of Wands in the tarot for me. I just feel like there's somebody else in the mix here. I said about 3 people. And I say, it's like somebody's demanding something else of you. And you are going to find it hard to perhaps say no to them. And say, no, I'm at the 10 of Wands stage here now. I need to offset or offload a little bit here. Now, the Nine of Swords is what's bubbling under the surface. What's bubbling under the surface for Aries, please and thank you? What are they? What's on your mind at night time? Now, the message of the Nine of Swords is always like, you know, why do we wake up at night time? Generally, it's because we're thinking about stuff we haven't done during the day, or something that's, you know, in your subconscious that decides to pop up at 2 a.m. and say, hi, Shelley, you know, you haven't thought about me for at least 6 months. Let's talk about it at 2 a.m. So what's this? Justice. Wow. Aries always gets Libra. Libra always gets Aries in their reading. And this is, you could be dealing with a Libran. Now, it could be the person who's a little bit tight with their money. But also, I would like to say there's something contractual going on, perhaps, that you need to face. I don't know, something's coming up legally, because that can also be the card of justice. But also, it can also represent a lack of balance. And like as what I said at the beginning of your reading, I feel like you'll work, and you know, that needs to be balanced with a little bit of play too. Now, the Three of Wands is your advice. Yeah, it's like, have a bit more fun, Aries. Because the Three of Wands, you can see, she's got her wands set in there. She's like looking at what she can do to broaden her horizons, to have an adventure, if you like. Even could be changing jobs, just making you feel a bit like, I don't know, maybe that's what that Tower moment is coming in. There's a sudden realization that this just isn't paying off anymore. Three of Wands, why are you here? Ooh, I love that. Page of Wands. Page of Wands is full of enthusiasm and ambition. Yeah, there's something about you reassessing, maybe if it's not a job, it's something to do with whatever you're spending a lot of time doing that's just simply hard work, and you're not seeing an investment return on that hard work. Interesting week for you. Now, what are we going to use as an messages at the end? I'm going to use these. Now, I have never used these. My daughter very kindly bought me these last year. I've never used them, and look how beautiful they are. Gorgeous. And what are they called? Let me just get the box. Hang on a sec. They are called the Moon Witch. And they've got very subtle messages on them. Let's have a look, see for Aries, please and thank you. Oh, wrong way. What final message is here for Aries, please and thank you? We have Freya. It says you are worthy and you are loved. And that's your relationship cards. Again, there's a focus on your relationship. Let's do one more. And one more, please and thank you for Aries. And we have open the door to a higher dimension. It's called lunar eclipse because these cards are all based on the stages of the moon. Open the door to a higher dimension. That's your Three of Wands. There's an advice card there. So I hope you enjoyed that, Aries. Let me know how it resonates. Sorry about a little bit dark, isn't it? I don't know what to do. I'm going to have to sort it out today. But I do apologise. Hope it didn't spoil the reading in any way, and I'll see you next week. Take care, and thanks as always for watching.